What if I was stuck on a desert island? It's ironic because most of Australia is a desert. It's definitely an island, but I guess you count it as a continent, don't you? It's just a really bloody big island. So, yeah, that's a good question. If I was stuck on a desert island, you know how you get that classic, what free films, if you conveniently had a TV, a Blu-ray player and or 4K player, and, 3 movies of your own choice, what would you choose? Oh, boy. I think, what would I go for? I don't even know what I'd go for 3 movies, because I was thinking movie and TV show, like, if I was on a desert island, what movie and TV show would I go for? I feel like TV show, I'd probably go Twin Peaks, because it has comedy, it has drama, it has surreal visuals and horror. You get the whole show. I feel like it should include Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me included in that package. Like, it should be the complete thing, Like, if you're going to be realistic, I'd have, like, my A to Z box set, Z to A. I don't know, it's covered up by pop vinyls right now. But yeah, I'd have, like, that box set, It gives you everything, why not? But then, of course, comes the question of movies. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, well, why Twin Peaks? I could be going with something like Friends, or Seinfeld, or Blue Bloods that has 20 billion seasons. I've never watched it. Why not go with something more, funny or interesting like that? Something that, makes you not want to kill yourself because you're on a desert island. It's like, I've watched enough of Friends. We watch it almost every night anyway. It's like, because it's just one of those, we don't want to watch the news anymore. We just put on Friends. We don't need to watch Seinfeld. We just put on Friends. But yeah, it just seems appropriate. I love Twin Peaks. I mean, there's a lot of fantastic shows out there, but as a rewatchable show that gives you so much variation, it's fun. But also, this is an impossible reality where you're trapped on a desert island and also have magical electricity that allows a TV and a sound system and a Blu-ray player to all be operating. But you're on a desert island. What the hell are you going to see? There's going to be so much glare. If you're trapped in a cave that happens to have a power outlet, sure, I'll believe you. But anyway, we're going for a bit of wiggle room here. Movie. Obviously, I'd have the one movie of choice, but then we have the top 3 movies of choice. Now, if we're looking at my favorite movies of all time, you've got stuff like Blade Runner 2049, Swiss Army Man, The Thing, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Alien. Now, if they're my top 5, which ones would I pin down as, like, top 3? I'd probably want to go with 1 horror film, 1 comedy film, and 1, I guess, action. I'd say Scott Pilgrim because you get comedy and action, and because I adore it. I'd probably put Blade Runner 2049 because, I mean, it is my favorite film. So then I'd be stuck with a horror. See, that's the thing. I don't know if I'd want 2049. I don't know if I'd want to endlessly be rewatching that. I feel like it would be too depressing, And I know you probably say, well, horror kind of gives you the same perspective. It's a bit depressing. It depends. Like, if I had The Thing and Alien, I'd go with probably Alien. Like, I love The Thing. But again, a bit too nihilistic of an ending. Because this is the thing. It's like, I watched The Thing last night with my mate and at the cinema, and there was we're in like a minute into the film, and he's like, "Hey, I got this funny joke," and the dog pops up, and he's like, "So here's the thing." We were laughing for like 5 minutes in a cinema with people. I'm like keeping my head down, like fucking hell, we're in the second row. Anyway, that's a story for another time. So the obvious question, do I want a horror movie that's going to give me an potentially uplifting ending, maybe ambiguous ending, I don't know, depressing ending? 2049 is kind of more on the depressing side. It's a beautiful masterpiece, I love it, but it's got a mixture. You got some optimism, you got some pessimism. It's a bit of both, The thing is, though, the thing called The Thing, it's kind of annoying sometimes. I feel like I'd prefer Alien. I like the quietness of it, the style, the visuals. You know, it's got a nicer ending, I guess. You know, it's not as vague. It's not as room for interpretation, that kind of stuff. I don't know, I dig Alien a lot. I think that would be there. So then, okay, we've got Scott Pilgrim, we've got Alien. What will be my third choice? If I'm not going to go with my all-time favourite of 2049, and I'm not going to go with The Thing, what was my other option? I have already forgotten. Swiss Army Man. Okay, I'm not going to do Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man would be fun, but again, I don't need to be endlessly rewatching that film. I think I need something that would remind me of home, but also just something quirky and funny, but not too like annoying or anything. Like something that on repeat viewings you'd adore. And I think I know the perfect choice. It's a very bizarre choice, but it is my favourite Australian film. And this would be Love Serenade. It seems like a weird thing. I feel like it seems to most people like that would be a weird choice. You could go with The Evil Dead. You could go with anything else on this shelf. There are so many goddamn movies, most of them horror. So let's be honest, I can't do more than one horror. Yeah, Love Serenade. I could watch that endlessly. Like, I truly believe that I could watch The Thing in 2049 endlessly as well. But there's just an element to Love Serenade that I'm like, yeah, I could just it's just, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like, do I need to? It's just the perfect little thing. Hey, what if these two sisters happen to fall in love with this DJ who's like, arguably maybe the most attractive or most unattractive man you've ever seen? Which makes it funnier. But yeah, it's just a great film. So, but that's the thing though. So that if I had my three films, it would be Love Serenade, Scott Pilgrim, and Alien. So if I had a TV show, Twin Peaks, with Fire Walk with Me and all that, enough content to keep me running, but also just something interesting. I know the return would be a bit dark, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. What movie would I pair with that? See, that's where it gets harder, because it's like, you know, you'd have one movie and one show. And the show, yes, I'm technically breaking the rules because it's Twin Peaks and it comes with the movie of Fire Walk with Me. Now, I could live without the movie. I don't need to have the movie. Like, it just has extra stuff about the ring and whatnot. So it's like, realistically, I could skip the movie and just go season 1, 2, and The Return. Which, if you don't count The Return as an 18-hour long movie, it's just a limited series, which I know I consider both. It's okay. You're not the only one. So then, what movie do I pick? And I gotta be honest, I have no idea. Like, I think I'd probably still go with Scott Pilgrim to some degree. Because again, I love it. I find it endlessly rewatchable. It's funny. It's romantic to a degree. I love the characters. I love the action. I love the comedy. I love the visual style to it. It's a film where you could see Scott as the hero and go on his journey. It's a film where you could see Scott as the villain and go on his journey. It's, you know, you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, you know, it's just, you got Kieran Culkin, Kim Pine, I mean, Aubrey Plaza's in it. I know Kim Pine is the character. I cannot remember her name for the life of me. But Aubrey Plaza, it's such a good cast. I know this is the same day I'm filming that they've announced the anime that they're doing that's from Netflix, so that doesn't really inspire. That's not the inspiring the choice, but yes, it is a weird conjunction. Hey, what if I paired Twin Peaks with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? But hey, you know, sometimes you just need something that'll get you by. Because again, you might never get off this mystical islands that happens to have running electricity. and maybe enough shade that you'll be able to actually see what's happening on the screen, but that's just what it is. Those are my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Favorite TV show, favorite movies. It's a weird way to package it. The Trap Desert Island. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What would your choices be if you were limited to either 3 movies or a TV show and a movie? And with Twin Peaks, would you consider having the movies included as a whole package rather than as the actual package? Like, oh, I get the Twin Peaks show and I get the movie, and that's it. You don't get another movie because you already got a movie. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts down below, and yeah, just, I don't know, what would your choices be? And also, where do you think we're getting this electricity from? Who's supplying this Blu-ray player and TV? Is it a small TV? Is it a big TV? Is it like a whole home theater system that's just in the sand, under palm trees, under the shade of a big cliff face? I don't know. You let me know down below. I don't know. Bro, I'm tired. See you next time. Adios.